So it's always important, first of all, to make you know your presence and a little bit more facing the person when you do street hypnosis. It's either like in a park or in a festival, because that means you start building rapport. Smile, look relaxed, because you're the expert. Like you want something out of it. Like you need to give like a person an experience or to promote something. So be nice, relax, and smile. So thank you, Martin. You can go back to music. It's just gonna like to show you a little bit about approaching someone. It can be really easy, but it's also that first like jolt that you need to do it, and I need to stop that person or that group is like always in front of somebody, so they're aware that they are someone in front of them, and always smile and relax. First thing you do for the person to stop, give a compliment or something you notice about them. Like, hey, my name is Melanie, like I noticed, for example, like Jeff, I love your shirt. Like I really notice you have a great shirt, or so something that they have on them that can like stick out. So because like, oh, when you receive a compliment, what's the things that you do?
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Like you're gonna stop and be like, oh, that person started talking to me without asking me something right away. So once you approach a person, be like, hey, I noticed something about you. After that, you get the information. Like, my name is Melanie, I'm a hypnotist. So they are aware of who you are and what you do. Would you like to have an experience with them? I give you like really like the,
Yeah.
that more like the A to ABC. You can like fluff it around, just like be nice, relax, but always have something you notice about them that can be complimentary. Give the information about who you are and what you do. Because they're like, oh, a hypnotist. When, for example, who's doing networking meetings?
Sorry?
One person, two, okay. So, or just kind of like friends of a friend. What happened when you say to someone you're a hypnotist or a hypnotherapist?
Oh, they give you a weird look.
No.
Just a weird look.
Yeah, I
They
get a
don't
weird
ask
look.
you what is it about.
Oh, they
or-
say I've
Oh.
always loved it. What's
Yeah.
that all about?
Curious.
Can you hypnotize me?
Yeah. So
Are you
like, a lot of people
hypnotizing
are
me?
curious about it, and it's that curiosity you're gonna play out.
I've
for.
already been too late.
So, but that's true. Like it's sort of like, oh, my name is Melanie, I'm a hypnotist. Would you like to have an experience? So, you stop someone, you make them aware of yourself, you give a complimentary, you inform them of who you are and what you do, and you ask them consent by if they want an experience, or if they would like to experience like hypnosis. So at this point, if the person stops, they say like, oh, thank you, engage in a small talk conversations, are open to hypnosis, like, oh yeah, that would be great. And this is where you can promote a little bit, oh, what hypnosis is. It's create a sense of wonderment and an impromptu experience, okay? Because it's creating exactly that sense of curiosity for people. So, let's say like all the ducks in a row. And the first thing, what are we usually doing, like on a show or what you said? Usually you look for convincers or suggestibility testing. And it's the same things with anyone you're gonna meet on the street. You wanna know in a short period of time if they are a good candidate. Like, if that thing is gonna work, will I have like my footage out of it? Will I can experiment some things I wanna build, a skill that I wanna try out? You have like everyone in the world that can try this. So, who here is familiar with magnetic fingers? Who use it in their practices? Huh? Okay, few people, that's good. So, the first thing I want to do is doing magnetic fingers on you, because I also use it as a hypnotic suggestion and as a convincer. Okay? So first of all, I always like to have like everyone's relaxed. So you know what? We're after lunch. Everybody just stand up. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. A little like simple things, but it's gonna like build that nice energy with you and everything. So I know people have sentiments about magnetic fingers. I did this 1,000 times. I still like it because it's one of the fastest way that I can see somebody will like,
Sorry.
like, will I convince them, can I go move forward with that? Okay, so everybody shake your arms, feel that energy, like that nice, I don't know, like after lunch, like gunk out of the way. You're gonna rub your hand together, like you build a fire, you feel all that warm energy, let's do this. You're gonna like interlace your fingers together, bend your elbows, and bring your 2 index fingers in front of you. Okay, and I want, in a second, I'm gonna ask you to separate your finger about like 1 inch and imagine 2 powerful magnets on the top of each other. Everybody understand? Everybody understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So in 1, 2, 3, open your finger about 1 inch, focus on the gap of your fingers and imagine 2 powerful magnets on the tip of your fingers. And more you focus on the gap, more the magnet's gonna become more powerful and more powerful and more powerful. More you focus on the gap, more you're gonna see your fingers get closer and closer and closer together. And they're gonna touch and they're gonna move towards together, like closer and closer and closer. And once your finger stuck together, you're gonna imagine the crazy glue between each other. You're gonna imagine like still focus on the tip of your finger, the gap on your fingers, and you're gonna imagine like the stickiest glue, like you're gonna bound those fingers together, like more stickier and stickier and stickier. And more you try to open the finger, realize the less that you can. More you try to open it up, the less you can. And take a deep breath in and relax. How many of you get the finger stuck? That you tried to open it?
Yeah.
Did you try? It's stuck together. You see, like it's that little element that people gonna still have their wonderment. Because if you can, the finger stick, what else can stick into their life? And this is where you start compliance. I notice you, sorry, your name is?
Rose.
Rose? I notice you, the finger never moved. You know it's biomechanic, you are a hypnotist. So, what does I say if you try to hypnotize a stranger? You can sit down if you want. Just like, oh, for the hypnotic suggestions.
Oh, my ass is
So-
down.
When you meet someone and their fingers stay together, what does it tell you?
You're a bad subject. You're a
No,
bad
there's no
subject.
one as a bad subject.
Sorry, you're a bad subject, except for.
They're resisting it. So if in your therapy room somebody resists an induction, it's the same thing in the street. It's just you don't have like 10 minutes to talk to them into it. It's instant convincer. So if this doesn't stick, I'm not losing my time. Like, it's just like, oh, thank you so much. Like you know, you resist some things and you can always like banning it. If you resist for your fingers moving together like this, what else do you resist in your lives? What else do you have like trouble to let it go?
True.
But that's true, because this is biomechanic. If the fingers stay like this, that means there's resistance. So, yes.
Resistance, there is also a good option. What I found is sometimes people are just waiting to see if something's gonna happen.
Yes, but what happened in your mind?
Well, that's just it. It's like, I'm waiting to see if something's gonna happen, and a lot of times it kind of reflects on how they live their life. You know, it's like they're waiting for something to happen so that they move, but they don't kind of promote anything.
Yeah, that's true. When you have time to dig in more into it, like, yes, you can have like more deep nerves, and because everything, it's gonna move eventually. But I should have like mentioned it earlier. The things with hypnosis, you don't have 10 minutes to talk somebody in an induction. We look for instant compliance and imaginations. So, for example, like I don't have a chair on the street that people can sit down and be comfortable in it. I cannot talk to them and explain what hypnosis is in a 10-minute time frame as people talk pre-talk. For me, all of this,
No.
it's in less than 5 minutes. So if you look to be like more effective or doing some things more rapidly when you put people into like a trance, like building those skills gets me useful because what you can do in 20 minutes, I need to do it in less than 5 minutes, otherwise the person's just gonna move away. So you already convinced them, for example, with magnetic fingers. What I like to do is, if the fingers stop and they glue together, you take a deep breath in, they close their eyes, and that glue transfers to their eyes. If the fingers stick, the eyelid likely to stick, because it's all micro movements. You are building up the experience for bigger and bigger things. So always like start small, like, okay, the fingers stick together, the eyelid stick together. So if they have the eyes closed and the eyelid is stuck together, what's the next options? What's the next step?
Suggestion.
Exactly, gentle tug, and you can just be like, sleep, because they are already there. Also, a second thing that I like to do is the book and balloon. Everybody's familiar with this?
Mm-hmm.
We're all seeing it happen. And is it the same principle? Because it's small, fast, kind of like inductions that it's easy to do, it's easy to remember, and we can do it quickly. Because it's the same time of, you have one palm is facing up, one palm is facing down, you're having books, block of cement on anything, and you have balloons. This is what you want to see. And they have clothes. So once they're there, you already have that compliance. You already have that phenomenon that's gonna blow their mind, because if they open their eyes and they're like this, oh wow, you have this instant sense of wonderment, and it's all about imagination. If they're still like this, same thing as this. You can see they are resisting something. So once you have like those two tests in the pocket, and you want to test something out bigger, this is where you move along. You don't have the time or the luxury to stop or convince people that they can be hypnotized because they're resisting something and they don't want to imagine things. So you move along and be like, oh, thank you so much for your experience. Like, if there's like a blockage or something, here's my card. Here's something. And like, or watch my video on YouTube, Instagram, follow me on social if you want to learn more about like hypnosis. But you move your way, because between you and somebody's mind that doesn't want hypnotized, you will never win. It's like the person you meet and be like, you're a hypnotist, try to hypnotize me. I'm sure you can't. We all know one of those people. Yeah? Like, try to hypnotize me and I cannot be hypnotized. Try it, you see it doesn't work, it's fake. It's the same thing on the street. Like what you spend like an hour or two in your therapy room, this is condensed in 5 minutes with someone. So if somebody is like, I don't know, well, like I'm afraid of that, or the voluntold person, I don't want to be hypnotized, but this one does. Always ask the compliance of the other person, because usually they don't want to be hypnotized, and it's fine. And you just like move along, and it's just like a practice. How can you approach somebody randomly, like in a public settings? Okay. So, any questions so far? Yes.
So I understand in the balloon test
Yep.
how you tell them to close their eyes and then open their eyes and see the difference. What about in the magnetic fingers?
Sorry, what's the question?
When do you ask them to close their eyes?
Book and balloon or magnetic fingers?
In magnetic fingers.
Okay. So I will give. Do you want to stand up?
Sure.
I'm
You want me
gonna
to
give
look
you
this
a
way or that way?
just face me. So, and I will, I forgot to mention this. It's also like, remember like when you're in the street, or when like, for example, if you go stage shows, there's a lot of noise around. So it's always a state of ultra focus you need to bring. So all this need to disappear, and it's a you and I experience. Okay?
Mhm.
So for example, I'm gonna do it with you. So I'm gonna show you what to do, and we're gonna do it together. Okay, right? So in a moment, I'm gonna ask you to run together. I like that you're eager. I'm just gonna do it first. You're gonna rub your hand together, interlace your fingers, and bend your elbow, and bring your two index together. Good? Okay, perfect. So rub your fingers together. And like build that energy and like that's fire in you. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. Like interlock your fingers, bend your elbows, bring your two fingers together. And in a moment, I'm gonna ask you to like spread them and open your eyes. I want you to look at the tip of your finger. In one moment, they're gonna open from an inch, and you're gonna focus on the gap like two magnets on the tip of your fingers. 1, 2, 3. Open your fingers and focus on the tips of your fingers like two magnets. They're gonna push them closer and closer and closer together. And the closer they become, the more better you feel. The closer they become, and now they touch each other like those two magnets. And you're gonna imagine and focus on the stickiest glue that happened from the tip of your fingers to your first challenges. And the more you focus on your fingers, the more glue they become. And when you try to open it, less it that you can, and more you try to open it, the less you can. Take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out and close your eyes. And now I want you to focus on the sound of my voice. All the rest, like just gonna like fade away. And just like the more you focus on the sound of my voice, the most peaceful you're gonna feel. And the most focus. And imagine that stickiest glue from your fingers going now like on your eyelid. And you're gonna feel those eyelids like heavy and heavy. And like the more you focus on your eyelids, like the heavier they become, the more stuck glue, like that crazy glue you feel, like the more stuck they become. Try to open it and realize that you can. Try to open it and now you can. Now you're gonna take a deep breath in, relax your arms and sleep. And like this, just like relax your arms. Just gonna be nice and easy. Just be nice and relax, be nice and relax. And take a nice deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, wide awake. Open your eyes. How do you feel? Awesome. But you feel like that when I asked you to close your eyes. Did you everybody hear that well? So we're like, I know I'm in a big room and sometimes like I try to shout. So this is kind of like the dynamic. So when your fingers are stuck together, so you already have that compliance. With a deep breath in, once you close your eyes, so after it's stuck, because you already have like that first level of compliance. And when you close your eyes, you can close your eyelid. Did you feel that?
Yeah, I do.
So
What about this? What was that about?
So who used sounds in their practice or convincer a touch thing? This is what
That
the
was an actor.
it's just like an anchor, like a little bit more a deepener, because everything you do, you touch sounds. And also why I click my fingers, if it's a busy street or a kind of festival, it's close to here, it's gonna bring you awareness more on the clap and my voice than anything else around. You distract the attentions of your surrounding to be built for focus on yourself. But you see, so once you close your eyes and the eyelid are shut, what's the next step after?
Steve.
It's just like asleep, because they're already there. It took 3 minutes. So, about?
Yeah, I need a nap now.
Just make you feel nice and awake. Okay, so big round of applause. But did that answer your questions?
Yes, you did.
Okay, perfect. He says I.
And you're being recorded, so I'll see it again.
Hmm?
You're being recorded, so I'll go over it a second time.
Thank you. But
And
it is
slow
also
down.
the same things like with a book and balloon, because usually I do this one like eyes closed, so when they open it, they have the sense of wonderment. Okay, can I have another volunteer?
Oh,
Just going
there's
to
one.
show you. I'm going to show you like my favorite inductions. Would you like to
Yes,
see it?
yes,
Learn
please.
something? Okay, so
Volunteer.
Mister, come around.
I'm resisting. I'm resisting. I would do it. I'm resisting.
Hi, my name is Melanie.
Hello, Rob.
Rob, hi Rob. Okay, have you been hypnotized before? Okay. Do you consider yourself? I'm just asking this because we're in a hypnosis conference, and I know some people love to be like hypnotized and get dropped really quickly. So, do you? Okay, you're the kind of like the.
Yes.
I'm just gonna look at you.
I'm a ragdoll.
Okay, perfect. So this is gonna be